Educational requirements for police work are set at the state level, with Minnesota having some of the highest standards in the nation for new officers. Although a law enforcement degree is important in pursuing a career as a police officer, so is volunteering your time. Being a reserve or community service officer or participating in programs like the Police Explorers prepares new officers and sets them apart by understanding their commitment to the field. Let's go to Edina City Hall, where Fire Captain Ryan Quinn is with Officer Richard Haar to talk about the educational path to a career as a police officer.
Thanks, Brian. We're here today with Officer Rick Haar. How are you doing today, Rick?
Good, how are you?
We're doing well. We're here today to talk about how to become a police officer. What can you tell us about maybe going through a police academy or taking classes? How, in fact, as one of the newest hires here at Edina Police Department, how did you become a police officer?
Well, for me, my first step was getting involved with the Police Explorers program. It's a program for kids age 14 to 21 to kind of get experience in the law enforcement field. Past that, I actually got hired with the City of Edina as a community service officer, and that just gave me a little more experience in how to do the job. In addition to that, another opportunity for people is to become a police officer reserve. That's another volunteer opportunity where they work out with the police officers, they work extra events, and they get to go out on patrol with the officers whenever they would like to. So there's a lot of opportunities that are available for someone interested in the field of law enforcement.
Does being a CSO or reserve officer set you apart from the other candidates?
Yes, having the experience as a CSO or reserve actually I do feel sets you apart from other candidates. It gives you a knowledge of the law enforcement world and the experiences that you gain, as well as when you're interviewing with departments, you kind of have those experiences to pull from.
Sounds like there's a lot of community-based pathways with the Explorer program, reserves, we've got community service officers. Did you find that as rewarding as it sounds?
I did actually. I found all the steps to be very rewarding and very beneficial for myself. It teaches you everything from giving you a base knowledge to that community service side. We worked a lot of events like the 4th of July parade, the fireworks, 5K runs throughout the city. And so you get to learn a lot about the city, the employees, the citizens, and the job.
So you've had an early introduction to what it's like to become a police officer. What type of formal education would be entailed in following that?
In Minnesota, the requirements for becoming a police officer is you need at least an associate's degree, so a 2-year degree, and I went straight through to get my bachelor's degree from the University of St. Thomas. I felt it gave me more resources and gave me that extra level of education to keep in my toolbox. And when I graduated, I went to the police academy, or as we in Minnesota call it, skills, for my training in that, and then getting in the process of getting licensed. After that, it's just the whole experience of applying, interviewing, testing.
Well, Rick, it sounds like you put a lot of thought and hard work into becoming a police officer. There's a lot of different pathways for future officers to take, and I think you've demonstrated a lot of those. Thank you very much for your time today. We'll see you on the street. Brian, back to you.
Thank you, Ryan.